Hello everybody. Welcome to your weekly messages for February 23rd to 29th of 2020. It is the last week of February. I cannot believe it. That is absolutely wild. And I'm very excited to be heading into the greatest month of the year, obviously is March, because it is my birthday month. So happy birthday to all of you who have birthdays coming up. Let me remind you once again, get on my newsletter. I have a la carte clearings that are coming out. So if you want to be able to pick your slot ahead of time, go ahead and get on my newsletter. Go to onyxhealing.com. Check me out on Instagram at onyxhealing. And let's get into this. So I'm just going to pull some oracle cards first. Oh, other thing. So I have been feeling kind of stagnant with the monthly readings, so I think I'm going to change them up. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about me doing themed readings each month. So like I was thinking about doing money readings for every sign for April instead of just a general reading, and then I could do like a love reading one month and then trade off different topics and themes each month. I think that's what I'm gonna do and see how that goes. I could do 1 month for like career projects, all of that stuff. I don't know. I need to marinate with the idea a little bit more, but let me know if you guys are interested in that, and I will consider your feedback. Okay, first thing coming up is ancestors. So this is like getting back in touch with your roots. Obviously, that's a big piece of this card. But really think about your origin story. Where did you come from? What did you grow up in? What does your past tell you about how you've been shaped, right? So the more you can reflect on that, the better you're going to be able to navigate present time, either with behaviors that you want to shed or with some things that you're still developing. So either one of those is really going to be helpful for you to move forward, is the main thing coming through with that card. And then we have fish. Okay, so this is highly intuitive. You know, I have a suspicion this has to do with the Pisces new moon, which we have coming up on Sunday, I believe, the 23rd. And so I'm just getting that this is like a dreamy, intuitive, getting yourself into kind of a meditative state, if you will. And your intuition is probably going to be sharper than usual just because it is such a dreamy, intuitive time. So capitalize on that. If the veil is going to be really thin with this one. So if you feel like you are needing to get answers or find clarity within yourself about something, I would say go deep this week. Get quiet. Do whatever it takes in order to kind of quiet the mind, get into your intuition. As I said, meditate or do activities that put you in a meditative state, and you're going to get the answers that you need. And then let's see the archetype deck. The vision. See, it's same thing. That intuitive dreaminess is really breaking through this week. And so the main thing that I'm getting here is like craft your vision, cultivate your vision, tap into your vision, and really use this time to map things out or sculpt things if you haven't already. It's like, what is the next level for you? What does it feel like? What do you really want for yourself long-term, big picture? That's what's coming through here with the vision card. So see really far out for yourself and just use that this week. Use that energy wisely. And you're going to be surprised by what unfolds. Or maybe you discover you want something new or something different, or it might indicate something is shifting a little bit. Your preferences might be changing. Don't knock it, just kind of go with the flow this week. It's going to be really important to do that. And let the vision be what pulls you forward. So that is the main thing coming through. It's like if you can see it, if you can visualize it, if you can imagine it, then that's what you can really step into for yourself. Let's see what else is going on. Okay, so this is the Six of Moons. So the Six of Cups is the main thing coming through here. And this is nostalgia, very similar to the ancestor card, is the main thing that I'm getting here. These are kind of talking to each other. As far as going back into the origin story can kind of help you navigate moving forward. Because a lot of your shaping and the way you've developed happened early. So we all carry those parts of ourselves with us. And this is just having you reflect on that. Again, this week is going really deep. This is not just a surface level thing coming up. This is like Pisces season is off with a bang. So enjoy. Let's see what else is coming up. Okay, this is the Six of Feathers. So in this deck, feathers are not swords. So stay out of my comments with that. Feathers are wands in this deck. So this is the Victory card. It's the, I'm getting like a magic hat, like I'm making things happen. There's like a reference to manifestation coming through here, and I really like that. Speaking of manifestation, yes, I do have my class coming out. So again, get on my newsletter. Something really interesting is happening. This is looking to me like a breakthrough because you have nostalgia, you have the past, you have your young self, your origin story, whatever it is that is evolving, because that's also like the moons are evolving. It's the phases of the moon is being depicted on this card. And then you have victory, which is just like success in your evolution is the main thing that I'm getting from that. So it's like the work that you've been putting in is paying off. The revelations that you're having are worthwhile. What you're understanding about yourself, the breakthroughs that you're having this week are going to be massive. I haven't had a really intense reading like this for weekly messages in a really long time. And then we have the Two of Moons. Okay, so this is equivalent to the Two of Cups. So let me clarify this one actually. I'm curious. King of Coins. Okay, so for some of you, this is going to show up as a person, right? Because you have the connection and then the King of Coins. So probably someone with earth dominant energy, just in the way that they feel and how they are. But this is also healing through connection is the other thing that's coming up. So for some of you, connection and being able to make repairs with people is the healing that you're able to get done and make happen this week. So connection, collaboration, again, healing the wounds, healing things within yourself from that origin story, whatever that might look like or whatever that might be. That's kind of the name of the game for you this week. And then we have the Wanderer of Feathers. Okay, I think if I remember correctly, it's the Knight of Wands. Let me clarify this one as well, because I'm seeing this as a part of you. I'm seeing this as being a little bit more stressful. Ten of Cups. Maybe you've realized something about yourself, or maybe you've been working on something and you've reached completion, or you've finished something or had some success. But this to me looks like pressure. It's like the pressure of things are really pushing you forward. And so this like, again, there's more success celebration coming through. And then as a result, you have healing taking place. So it's kind of like the hard work that you've been able to do, the way you've been pushing yourself, the amount of achievements or whatever that looks like for you, right? It can be something internal or external. It really doesn't matter. But that is what's driving this healing. That's what's ultimately behind your ability, at least this week, whatever this deep ass reading is trying to communicate, is that success from the emotional standpoint is really the primary motivation, right? So all of the work that you've been putting in is leading up to the fulfillment beyond the material. Again, the veil is thin. It's not so much about the material, it's about your soul's growth, your soul's evolution. And it seems like all of the ways that you've pushed yourself have led to a reason to celebrate some type of revelation, understanding, or completion. Because the Ten of Cups also indicates like, we're done, we've finished, we're finally through the mess or whatever. And so that's why it's kind of like you're sitting pretty and just marinating in the success of that. And then we've got 10 of Feathers, so 10 of Wands. And this is like leftover stress is the main thing. It's kind of like if you come out of a really stressful period of time and then all of a sudden all of the stress kind of dissipates, or if it shifts or if it changes, it can feel like you're still stressed even if the stimuli isn't there anymore. So I'm getting that this is more of like what's underneath. This is the undertow, the current underneath is just remaining fragments of stress and pressure. Maybe you put this on yourself. I know a lot of people add a lot of pressure to what they're doing in order to get things done, because that's how they've been able to cultivate energy. That's not good. You don't want to do that. But I know that that's a very normal thing for people to do. And so just watch the amount that you're putting pressure on yourself. I think that this week, it's going to be really important for you to simply enjoy yourself, enjoy the time you're taking, enjoy the energy of completing a task or getting things done or having success with whatever you've been putting energy into. Enjoy that as you kind of get answers intuitively, and that's how you're going to use this week to your advantage. And then let's see what else is coming up. Six of Swords, or Six of Knives in this. So again, there's forward movement, progression. I love seeing this because it's indicating that, yes, this week is probably going to be super deep. You might not see huge shifts in the material, but rather the internal. You're probably going to feel as though your personal evolution is actually what's coming first. And that's what all of this is setting you up for. It's like you've been doing the work, you were under the stress, you were under the pressure, you were getting things done, making things happen. And then that's evolving into, okay, the achievement is there. Healing through connection, understanding your relationship with stress or how this whole thing played out. And then moving forward, it's kind of like you're getting on to the next level. This is a level up to me because we know that the Six of Swords is really about heading towards dry land. Like you might be in turbulent waters, but ultimately you're getting to that next destination. And so I love seeing this for you because it shows me that no matter what might be feeling kind of bumpy, or if you're moving into that next level and it's really uncomfortable and you're kind of brushing up against your personal edges and limits, this is going to, this is indicating that things are clearing up and things are moving forward. So bigger and better things are on the horizon. That's what I know for sure. Okay, now I have an oracle card for this week's 3-card pick. Go ahead and ask a question if you'd like. Ask for clarity, guidance, whatever you need. Okay, card number 1. Get grounded. Empaths, highly sensitives, connect with nature. Again, this is what I was saying as far as like clear the mind, get away from the mind this week. That is literally how you're going to get answers. So this is doubling down on that message I gave you in the beginning. The veil is thin. If you want to clear things up or work on your energetic body, you need to get away from your mind into your body, ground yourself, do things that are physical as well, like stretching, yoga, exercise, or even just stuff that's tactile and sensual. And that is going to help you a lot with whatever's going on or get clarity and answers. Card number 2, protection, call back your power, cut the cords, soul retrieval. You guys know how I feel about cutting cords. We don't cut cords, we remove them. You don't want to create stumps on your body. I could go on and on about that. But really, this is about not putting power outside of yourself, or not thinking that you're necessarily going to be saved by that external thing, and also reminding yourself that the external world is not against you. It's not something that is punishing you. That's not what's happening at all. You are divinely protected. That's the main thing that's coming through for me, honestly. More than like you protecting or defending yourself. I'm not actually getting that. It's more about divine trust. Like, do you trust that you're ultimately protected and taken care of? Or is that something where a wound exists? So either way, you're going to want to remind yourself that you're a powerful co-creator, and that is ultimately how you are protected. And then card number 3, we have Star Mother. How can you mother yourself? Okay, so this is about nurturing the inner child. Again, with that Ancestors card and the 6 of Cups underneath. That is the main thing that is just having you tap back into whatever may have been previously, whatever experience you may have had as a child or early on. And you are getting called to kind of anchor into yourself, reparent yourself, mother yourself, give to yourself, nurture yourself, do all of those things. And if you're curious, I do have a podcast on inner child work, so you can go check that out. It's called Sunday Messages. That is my podcast. And that's all that I've got for you today. Don't forget, if you need to work with me one-on-one, go book a session, put yourself on the books. So just go check that out, and I will talk to you all later. Have a good one. Bye-bye.